Hello, can you hear me, guys? Can you hear me okay? Hello, everybody. Hello, Susie, A, Jennifer, Jackie, Janine, Wendy, Mickey, Tinker. Is everybody all right? Hey, Tracy. Hello, everybody. You all good? You all good? Good. Hello, Angela, darling. How you doing? Hello, Janine. Is everybody good? Is everybody all right? I've been catching up with the news. It's wild, isn't it? There is a live stream. There is a Markle's reading going up later tonight, and it's a little bit wild, or a lot wild. Hey, Catherine. Very good. Hi, Tracy. Hey, Kay. Lady Margaret, Susan, come in. I don't know if you guys have noticed over in the United States and Canada and indeed in Australia and Kiwi land, that we've got a few problems over in the UK at the minute. Hiya, Jackie. Come on in. Hiya, Patricia. Oh, hello, Heather. Hiya, Labs. How you doing? Oh, thank you, Karen. Hello, Sharon, darling. Hello, everyone. I got new cards. While I was off, and it's the unifying consciousness. Thank you so much, Karen. Can we have some love for Karen in the chat? Thank you so much. That's really appreciated. That's really appreciated. Now, listen. This is to none of you guys in chat. None of you guys. But we've got a new rule. Hello, Elizabeth. Oh, up in wet Scotland. Hello, Linda. We have got one rule. We have got one rule. Just be nice to each other. And if you ain't nice, you get one warning. And if you come back and you're nasty, then you're gonna get a timeout. That's the way it is. And then specifically for the old what do you call them, readings? What do you call them? Politics. Because you know it gets heated in here with politics. So just be nice. Just be nice. I think Mickey's got the wrench. So please be nice. Time out on the naughty step. Yeah, on the naughty step. Oh no, Debs, what's the matter with Tiggy? You can agree to disagree. Yes, I have a wrench. Mickey with a wrench. Hello, Hog Mother. Karma, darling, how are you doing? Northerners. I like that, actually. I like Northerners. You promise to be. I know you all will be. I really hope Tiggy will be okay. So if you can send some healing to Tiggy, please. And I will send some. There's nothing worse than having an ill pet because they can't speak and we don't know what's wrong and it's very upsetting. Hi, Steph. And she's not afraid to use it. Oh no, she's not afraid to use it. Oh, dear me. Okay. So we've got a lot going on in the UK. You might have noticed we've got Keir Starmer, who is basically killing free speech as we speak. We've had a writer and comedian who's on one side of the debate around trans women in female spaces. He was arrested. Yeah, he was arrested at Heathrow Airport with armed guards. Okay, Debs, I will keep Tiggy in my prayers tonight. Get some golden healer crystal or some gold crystals around Tiggy. Hiya, Sydney. You actually made it. Good morning. It must be early for you. Very early. Yeah, he got arrested. So, look at what's cards on the bottom. Oh my God, the tower. I've got this new snazzy deck. And we're going to have a look into what Keir Starmer actually wants. We're going to also have a look. There's been this big parade thing for 80 years since the end of the Japanese and Chinese War, which was kind of like a preamble, and then it kind of tied in with World War II. And all of like the other side, if you will, the other side to the west, the alternative side, which was Putin, Xi Jinping, and the guy from North Korea. I forget his name. With the haircut, it just looks like a lawnmower's went over the top of his head. Do you know what I mean? Oh, what's his name? 527. Oh, no. Sydney, no way. I hope you're all right. I really do. We've had a sudden outbreak of man flu in the house. So, you know, take some paracetamol. No, I don't need paracetamol. Take some paracetamol. No, I don't need paracetamol. Take some bloody paracetamol. So, anyway, we have got a problem called Starmer. He's got a lot. Now, in the previous readings around Starmer, the Queen of Wands came up a lot, and Angela Rayner is an Aries, so she would come out as Queen of Wands. I've just realised looking at this, you know, there's like about a 20-second delay on what you see on screen in the chat, you know. I don't know that. Maybe 20, I don't know, 10, 5. There's a little bit of a delay. Because I've got you up on my phone as well, so interesting. So we want to find out what Starmer wants. What does he want with all of this? Where is he going? Now, I did warn you about him ages ago. Now, we thought he might be out within the year. And if not, and this is what's worrying me more and more, if not, he's going to have a fairly long reign. And I really hope I'm wrong about that. There's something coming down the tracks, tracks with this dude. I don't trust him. I don't like him. I don't care what political party he is. He weirds me out. He freaks me out. He basically, yeah. Yeah. Mickey. There's something wrong. There's something really, really wrong here. He keeps going on about the 10-year plan. Yeah, he doesn't want to go anywhere, Tracy. He does not want to go anywhere. Hiya, Lucy, darling. Is it wet down in London? Is it pouring? The elites want to dictate to us, yeah. There's more and more, I've got to say, there's more and more, like, I would say fear porn on YouTube. I've seen it. Like, I clicked on a video going, oh my God, what's this? And there was this guy who's like, yes, the UK has plans for mass burials and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, really? That is new. Sorry, like a schmuck. I clicked it and he said, oh, well, and like 1 minute in, he goes, oh, well, the UK always has plans for this, but this is the latest plan. So it's just like, so it's nothing new then. Just fed me hedgehog. You got a hedgehog. Let's have a look at Starmer. Let's see what these new cards are like. I must say, I'm vibing with them, but we shall see. Let's have a look at Starmer. Oh, this man's energy is really bad, man. He's really bad. Like, the way I see him, like energetically, he's so in control of himself, his own personality, that he is such suppressing himself, and underneath there is this anger that the world isn't how he wants it to be. And has anybody seen the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? And there was like those Vorgon things, remember? And they were like they didn't see any, they just tried to put order in place by destroying things that they thought were chaotic. He's very kind of like that. That's what's happened. The government have he is like a human spreadsheet. He really is. He doesn't see, like for him the NHS must work a certain way because it suits his agenda. Like, he wants to be seen as being morally good, so he's going to put what he thinks is morally good, like, imposed on the rest of us, basically. He is very creepy. Right, let's get the cards out. I've had enough of thinking about his energy. He's honest. Oh, there's plenty of stuff to come out about him. Plenty of stuff. Let's have a look. He's a lawyer, not a leader. Yeah, he's a lawyer with an ego. The Eight of Cups. He wants to walk away, or he wants somebody to walk away from something. I hope it's him. I don't think it's him, though. So maybe he wants Angela Rayner's just in a scandal about her multiple house purchases. You know, a good socialist. I've got 3 houses. I mean, and she's the housing minister. I mean, come on. These people are con men, they're grifters, they're the worst. They're absolutely horrendous. So the Eight of Cups is an issue there. There's wanting to walk away from and get away from something. And here we have Death crossing over. He has been trying to renew, and he has been trying to rejig. Yeah, he is anti-monarchy. The Death card could be his restructuring of his cabinet, if you will. But it could also be something with the king. Because the king is the Scorpio, if you know what I mean. If we're looking at things, it could be somebody else around him, but there's a Scorpio energy. There's also the energy as well of burning away the old and bringing the new. He really wants to do something here. There's been a lot of talk about ID cards. There's the Emperor. That's what he wants. And there's the Eight of Wands underneath. He wants complete control of his message. We've got the messages here, the Eight of Wands underneath. He wants everybody on the same page. You guys, there is no diversity of thought when it comes to this man. Even though he's very diverse in apparently his public face. And yeah, you should be welcoming to people of all creeds, colours, faiths, whatever, right? You should be. Humans are humans. But before anyone boots off, but when there's like people illegally, underline illegally entering the country and nobody knows where they've came from or who they are. I mean, questions have to be asked. You know, it's just boundaries, isn't it? He is not letting anyone have any boundaries, and people are pushing back. And somewhere deep down, I think he knows he's doing this. I think he's playing to this to bring in more control. We have the Emperor above. He is wanting to restructure, reshape, and reform the United Kingdom in his image, like completely. Completely in his image. And the Five of Swords is in reverse. That's Angela Rayner. That's the details coming out. That's her 3 homes and no HMRC thing there. He completely wants to. Okay. There's going to be somewhat of a united front surrounding him. He is going to come out with a new way of doing things. There's going to be a lot of dressing up coming in. Like, there's a new way of doing things, and you can be more wholesome, guys. You can be more thingy, guys. It's going to be fine. But strength in reverse, he's actually at a weak point. So if you were coveting the prime ministership, like say Yvette Cooper wants to be prime minister right now, at the most, he is as vulnerable as he's going to get at the moment. If you were some politician, hiya, sorry, darling. If you were some politician, now would be a good time to make a move. And that could be somebody from within his party, or that could be somebody from another party. But I'm not saying to do anything to him, but to start the motions of replacing him. It would be a good time. This guy's all about control, guys. All about, we've got the Hierophant and we've got the Emperor. He's going to use something with the monarchy to exert control for something. Or the laws, more like it. The 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups there, what he wants it to do. He wants Britain to be in his complete vision, his vision of how Britain should be. It's his way or the highway, guys. Absolutely. He's so kind of like self-deluded that he doesn't see his own things. I wouldn't say it's self-deluded. I would say he's absolutely all right with all of this. To be honest, actually, I think he's absolutely all right with all of it. He wants to be the kingmaker and the destroyer. It's hard to, like, he is basically a spreadsheet of a person. But the kids have been, oh, yeah. Hiya, Lisa. Hiya, Judith, darling. He is. Should we have a look into his soul contract? Do you want to have a look into his soul? A blank page. Yeah. Oh, bless you, sorry. In my opinion, I think that. Hiya, Dana. Look at Mickey. Okay, let's look at his soul. What is he here to do? Let's get past the ego. Let's get past his everything. Let's do his soul. He hasn't got one. Well, yeah. Can you imagine that? All the cards all of a sudden come out blank. Oh, let's have a look at his soul. This man is... This is why I was so mortified that there was some readers out there saying, vote for Starmer, vote Labour. I was just like, you what, mate? If you hear any sniffling in the background, that's man flu. Okay, let's have a look. Trudy, hello, darling. Don't forget me. Remind me about the chickens. I want to tell everyone that. I'll do it after this. I'll do it after this read. Hi, Molly. Hello, everyone who's entering chat. Okay. His soul. 3 of discs. Let me see what's crossing over him. 4 of discs. In reverse, crossing over. This man likes to think that he hasn't got a soul and that he's very practical. It's all about control. One of the things he's meant to do is learn how to compromise and work with others. I would say what's stopping him is the control with the 4 of discs crossing over. The 6 of Cups is in reverse. He's got a very misguided and misjudged version of the world. Like he sees things through history, and that's part of his challenges. He doesn't see the reality of what is now. The 5 of Swords above, he says he pays attention to DL. He doesn't pay attention to DL. That's part of his control. That his lesson is to develop a soul, to be honest with you. And there's the Queen of Wands. He is about to have a battle with Angela Rayner, and this is actually playing out. This is part, I know this sounds weird, but this is part of his soul issue here. The control and how far he can be pushed. He's been pushed by people who can't control it. He can't just siphon them off on the spreadsheet or send them to this well, he can send them to this prison, but he's coming in with control. That Priestess of Wands there, leaving the situation, that could have been a past life even. But he does have problems when it comes to strong women. The 9 of Swords is in reverse. And the 3 of Swords. And the Magician in reverse. He is here to learn about control, and he's doing it at our expense. The 3 of Swords is a wounded ego, a wounded soul. So he hasn't learned to trust the spiritual side of life. I don't think he's going to connect to with this life, because here we have more trauma coming in with the 9 of Swords. His current trajectory, it wouldn't be. The 8 of Swords is entrapment and getting himself into a legal bit. And the 7 of Swords. His soul carries some wounding, some embarrassment with it. He will do a bit like Meghan, he will do anything to self-soothe. Well, Meghan's got this whole beige persona. Starmer's got this whole grey persona. That's interesting. Stalin energy. He is very... He's like Stalin, but dressed up for daytime TV. Do you know what I mean? He's got that. He's just... These two swords cards, the Five of Swords and the Seven of Swords coming out for him. He takes things that aren't his, but he'll act like it's his sacrifice. His soul is meant to be on a process with these cards of being able to let go of needing to control things. But he's not a good man. There's nothing really there, guys. There's no depth. This is all about control and his own... He's... The magician that's around him, one of his challenges is nothing ever comes together. Nothing really ever works out as amazingly as he expects. So, for example of that, that's a challenge for him. That's something that's going to hurt his ego. When he got into power, there was this big hoo-ha, like Labour landslide. It was only a Labour landslide because the Tories messed up so badly and reform into both the Labour and the Tory vote. Labour didn't win by a popular vote majority. Keir Starmer got less than Jeremy Corbyn, and Jeremy Corbyn lost to Boris Johnson. That's the difference. So he didn't get that popular share of the vote. His energy is very blocked, right? When you look at him, his energy is so blocked. Like, because of the control, I'm surprised we haven't, to be honest, when you mention demon, I'm surprised we haven't got the devil. I'm surprised we haven't got the devil here, to be honest with you. The man he's not equipped to deal with the Donalds or even Macron, really, or he's not equipped to deal with Xi Jinping or Putin or the dudes, or various European dudes. Voting should be made compulsory here. Like, isn't he going to lower the age of voting to 16 in the UK? Because that's a great idea. Because when you're like 16, you tend to be more left-leaning when you're a kid. Like, I've just through my own journey and through other people's journey, you tend to be more left-leaning when you're... He was one huge walking cloud of constipation. Yeah, he did. So that is an easy win vote for his party, because they are the most left-wing party. I mean, we have got a communist party. I think it's got like 3 members and a goat or something. And there is also as well, there's the Green Party. There's the Lib Dems, who are just, at this point, they're just very cringe, to be honest. Conservatives don't look like they know what they're doing. And only really Farage has got any clout with them, because he seems to say jump and Starmer says how high. And there's another party coming out apparently, and that's got a link to Tommy Robinson, and is it Ben Habib? And he used to be the chairman of Reform. and I don't know what it's called. I can't remember what it's called. Hello, Sharon, darling. Corbyn started his new party. But more teenagers are going reform. Yeah, I hope. Yeah, there's a lot of yeah. There's a lot of movement, and you see that with what's happening in France to some parts, but also into like into the AfD in Germany, because there's stuff going on. It's called Advance UK. Do you want me to do a reading on that? I can do a reading on that. Oh, that is it. Right, okay. We're just going to brunch. We're just going to slide off into Megxit, because it turns out, you're not going to believe this, guys, even the chickens are a lie. According to a distinguished chicken researcher, even the chickens are a lie. The chickens that Megxit has are a certain type of breed of chicken, and they molt once a year. But when they molt, right, they look like they've been put through the washing machine and then the spin dryer, and then like there's no feathers, and they look like they actually do. They look like they've been through some serious trauma. And she's putting the photos up of them like they've been rescued, and she's got them in this state, but they're not. It's just the breed of chicken. She's just bought this breed of chicken that looks horrendous for 1 month of the year, and the rest of the time it's fine. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know, poor Norman. So that is some chicken law. So even that, like everything is just like absolute rubbish. Everything. Anyway, let's move on from chicken law. Who do you want first? Do you want Putin or Xi Jinping? That's my one lesson today. Yeah. Putin. Okay, Putin. Got the magician on the bottom. Let's give it another shuffle. Putin. Now, I think Putin, like, his energy is so hard to read. He is a very interesting character, and I think he's actually more like a trickster character, so more like a Loki character, that kind of energy. I don't know if he's alive. Ben's Advanced UK, the College of Working Class People on the board, and we can vote him. Really? So it's actually democratic, CC. Oof. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at Putin. Got the Three of Swords in reverse. Okay, this is interesting. Something's happened that hasn't that has irritated him. His ego is a little bit annoyed, even to say vexed, to be honest. The Three of Cups is in reverse. Something didn't happen that he wanted to happen. There was a lot, listen, there was a lot of ill will going on in that meeting. A lot of ill will. But he's not necessarily hearing the things he wants to completely hear. That's interesting. He also is aware of the power of suggestion, and that numpties like me, thousands of miles away, will be sitting pulling tarot cards on and going, what's he doing? But like he is very aware of his presence and his power, and he knows that it's going to get people talking. But there's something else there as well. King of Wands is in reverse. The Soul of Wands is above. Let me just, because that is like the page. So let me just get my, what's the North Korea president? That's it. Kim Jong-un. I forget his name. He's a Capricorn because he was born the 8th of January. That's interesting. He does look like he's had a lawnmower run over his head to do his hair. The Soul of Wands. We're talking a military parade, guys. We're talking missiles. We're talking nukes. Did everyone see those robot wolves things that he had? I mean, that's a little bit, you know. But he's not happy with something that has happened during the military parade and discussions around it. We have the King of Wands underneath. He is feeling very destructive. He is ready to do whatever it takes to get to where he wants to go, because something's pissed him off. Which isn't a surprise, to be honest. The Soul of Wands there, I would suggest that there's going to be something new from Putin. Militaristically wise. Either a show of strength, a show of force, a build-up. I know he's been building up outside of Finland. But we shall see what Xi Jinping's come out. We might even do Kim Jong-un. They're not horrific cards. The Nine of Cups is in reverse. Interesting. Doesn't feel that he's got everything he quite wants at the moment. And there was an uncertainty coming into it. And with the Nine of Cups in reverse, with the Three of Cups crossing over, that certainty hasn't been, that certainty that he had hasn't been completely eradicated. There's some still there. He hasn't got all the reassurances he necessarily wanted. He has had some reassurances though. He has had some reassurances. Ooh, you jumped out. Who are you? Queen of Wands. I don't like all these wands. The Empress in reverse. I just thought Mother Russia and the Tower in reverse. I'm liking this less and less. The High Priestess in reverse. Okay. And the Four of Wands. The Union. An established union. getting to your target. That Heart of Wands is the Queen of Wands. Wands, when we're talking about, is like fire. And when we're talking about strategy and military leaders, Wands around a military parade isn't the greatest. The Empress in reverse, Mother Russia. There's a level of cruelty, coldness, and destruction here. The only thing that I'm glad about, it's not the Emperor in reverse, because the Emperor in reverse is Mars in reverse, and Mars is the planet of war. However, there's a lot there to say that there is going to be something coming. Maybe not a full-blown out. I don't think a full-blown out war, but there's stuff coming. The Tower in reverse, there's destruction of his own making coming. And he's going to be cruel. The High Priestess in reverse of what he wants. I feel like we are going to get, and I've been saying this for a while, we're going to get more cyber attacks. We're going to get a lot more attacks. There was just an attack on Ursula von der Leyen, the woman who's in charge of the EU, the blonde Bob. Her plane at the weekend was jammed by GPS signals. And the Four of Wands there. He is, whether you like Putin or you dislike Putin, but this is his cards. These are his cards. Starmer is not geared up to, even with the military and whatever intelligence he gets, Starmer is not geared up to deal with Putin. At all. At all. He's a difficult dude to deal with. I haven't read on that, Iris, but I have seen it. Devon, wouldn't surprise me. He certainly wants to restructure it in his image, and he wants to, Keir Starmer, sorry, I should say. Keir Starmer does want to get rid of the monarchy, in my opinion. Look at how much the media has changed, how critical of William all of a sudden and stuff. No, he couldn't. He really couldn't. Mickey, he couldn't fight his way out of a wet paper bag. They are going to, whatever apprehensions kind of there between the three people who were at, well, between the people we were interested in, which is really North Korea and China and Russia, they are going to come together. There's going to be more of a union, and there's going to be one other that joins them more. That could be Iran. That could be Iran. I don't know who else is really hates us, but yeah. Let's see what Xi Jinping says. Xi Jinping is a Gemini. All of these air signs. It's almost like somebody was like, air signs, air signs, air signs all last year, and now we've got a load of air signs I'm complaining about. Oh dear. Let's have a look. Six of Swords. Again, there's some apprehension. They want to move on with something, but there's some reassurances that have been there from everyone that isn't quite it. And the Priestess of Wands is in reverse. Okay. And the World. Beginnings and endings. Okay. For Xi Jinping, what's happened at this parade is a line in the sand for some reason. It's the start of a new world order for him. For him. And the 5 of discs there. There's an element of all of these men feeling like somewhat rejected by the West and having a problem with the West, rightly or wrongly, for whatever reason. I don't know. But there is this element there of we will get what is owed to us. And this was a line in the sand. The Queen of Wands, though, he doesn't want immediate action, but he does want some action, and there is an angry action coming. The 4 of Cups is in reverse, so he was receptive to hearing something that he wanted to hear. And the 9 of Wands is in reverse. There's some boundaries he's going to be crossing over. The 7 of Wands is in reverse. They're going to go on the attack, saying they're on the defensive. The Justice card, that's Putin, that's a Libra. The 2 of Wands. He's a little bit apprehensive whether to open this door or to shut this door, to open this new part or not. And there's the 7 of Swords again. Both of this 7 of Swords. Listen, taking something which is not yours. It's kind of like on the side though. So there is some lies. There is duplicity. There is hidden hand stuff. There's something coming with this dude. I know the obvious thing is Taiwan, but it mightn't be that, guys. It might be something completely left field. That might be a complete distraction with that 7 of Swords. Because he's really drawn a line in the sand here. This is the start of his new world order. This to him is, this was him saying, right, we are claiming what we lost somehow. I don't know if they have any beef with Japan. I don't know if they have any beef with South Korea. But there's an energy there. Both of these men want to take back what is theirs. Philippines is also on the radar, really. They're planning something. They're just thinking of timing and getting everyone on the same page as them. But there's going to be something, guys. There's going to be something with these two men sooner rather than later, within the year. Within the year. Oh, I've got a headache from them. Can you believe that? I got a headache. So, there was a ship incident. There was a ship in the Norway one. The other week, oh, I did catch this. The other week, there was a incident with a US, one of the carriers. Do you know those carriers? What do you call them? You know those carriers? Oh, with the planes on. I forget what you call them. Aircraft carrier, maybe. what was in China and the Philippines. Really? Oh my goodness, there was something there with China and the Philippines. I didn't know that. There was something with Russia and the USA. The aircraft carrier, thanks guys, was on the coast of Norway, the US aircraft carrier. And a Russian submarine threatened it, which is a really stupid thing to do to a US aircraft carrier. And they had to scramble planes from Lossiemouth, which is like they had to scramble the sub-hunting planes from Lossiemouth, and they were in like this circular thing looking for the sub. But it was over, I think it was over one of the deepest parts of the North Sea, because there's an area around Norway that's really deep. I don't know how I know this. Yeah. So there was that, but I didn't know about the Philippines and China. I didn't know about that. Yes, China's bullying the Filipino Coast Guard vessels. Chinese vessels crashed in. Really psycho. Whoosh. On my way to work over the last few weeks, there has been army trucks, very unusual, and today. Do you know what? I should ask the mister if he's seen some more. Yeah, politics gives you a headache. I think, Iona, that China could move anyway. I think that might be it could be what they're unsettled about, is where do they go first? Do they do South Korea? Do they do the Philippines? Didn't know about the Philippines, to be fair. Are they going to go somewhere else? They're going to do Taiwan? Is there something they're going to help Russia with? Are they going to go completely sideways and side with Iran? You know, there's something. Let us have a look at. Let us have a look at. Right. Okay. There has been, apparently, I caught this on Toulouse. Hiya, Paula. You look away there. Not that long. Karma. Like, you know, like, yeah. Toulouse. But anyway, right. So, Toulouse. I saw that. So apparently, let me get this right. Somebody correct me if I get this wrong. In Germany, there's is it centre right or far right? I don't know. It's right party called AfD. The AfD is got elections in a certain area of Germany. Or a lot of the candidates and reserve candidates have died in the last like 3 weeks or a month or something. Some of it's quicker, and there's like 7 candidates all belonging to this political party that have all died, which was, it's kind of like, I'm sure I heard someone say, or it's someone in the comments of that stream or something say that it's statistically impossible. Let's have a look and see what's going on. Is there a bigger thing? Is it all linked? What's going on? Bumped off. Definitely not a coincidence. It's weird. Yeah, Starmer thinks Tommy Robinson's march on September the 13th. He needs to. I can have a look for you. I would be concerned about that, because I think, for me, Starmer could use something like that to shut down dissent. And you've got to remember that you do have, there's bad eggs in every walk of life. So somebody could just randomly kick off, but everything is theatre and conjecture with some of these things, meaning the government. So I could imagine that they would probably have some people in the crowd who would start something for starting something's sake, like undercover people, if you will. Just pull a few cards. I'm not going to do a full spread. I just want just a general flavour, because I've just got a weird charge about this. Spirit of Wands. Okay. Retribution. The Spirit of Wands is in reverse. That's the Knight of Wands. The Sword of Wands is the Page of Wands. And there is the Seven of Pentacles. Somebody is harvesting something. Harvesting power, harvesting something. With the Spirit of Wands there, automatically there's something done out of anger and ideology. And the Soul of Wands there, I've got a feeling this is going to get put on to some younger people. Those younger people are just going to be branded idealistic. You know, the heart was in the right place when they did this. I know that sounds disgusting. But it's all done with the Seven of Pentacles. It's all done for payoff later. Ugh. Okay, one more reading. What do you want? Yeah, there is lots of dark energy floating around. Anybody? You want Trump? Something cheerful. Trump's always cheerful. He's not problematic at all. He doesn't cause the chat to get into each other's feelings. It's fine. We'll do Trump. Oh, Graham's arrest and outcome. I will do Sphinx. I will do that as well. We'll do Trump, and then we'll do Graham Linahan. I'll just get Graham Linahan's star sign. Ooh, he's a Gemini, I think. Yeah, he's a Gemini. It's horrible what they did to him. It's horrible. It's really horrible what they did to him. They completely, just because of his opinions on something, they completely cancelled him, and like he was one of these people who brought a lot of happiness to people with his work. So like Father Ted and Black Books and all of that kind of stuff. And it's just like, how can you and the It Crowd as well, how can you just like you can separate the art from never mind. I like Trump and bacon. I will do that, Paula. I mightn't do it tonight though, darling, but I promise you I will do that for you. Let's see how the Donald's getting on with the Putin. I daren't look. Dumph. The 10 of Cups, that's interesting. He actually just wants everyone to get on, but the 10 of Swords, he's done. He wanted everyone to get on. Trump was in his Woodstock era. He wanted peace on earth and goodwill to all men. And he still kind of wants that. But the 10 of Swords, he's been betrayed. He's really feeling like he's been betrayed here. He wants to walk away from something, but he can't, I think. And the Knight of Swords is in reverse. The Knight of Wands is in reverse. Something is brewing, guys. We've got the 2 fiery knights in the readings with these gentlemen. He knows. He knows. He doesn't want it to be like this, but it's like this, guys. There's the Emperor. Okay. Heads up, Macron's going to piss him off, but that's just a side point. He went in with the Emperor energy. He thought he was going to get everything done. He was being the adult in the room, believe it or believe it not. Unfortunately, because Putin is a trickster, he's kind of misread Putin. But I think everybody misreads Putin. Like everyone. Including possibly Xi Jinping. I'm not too sure if Xi Jinping would misread him, but like everyone yeah, the only person I've ever seen Putin kind of like look a little bit smaller than, usually he does his big puffy out chest thing and, you know, all that kind of thing, is Xi Jinping. He seems to his energy seems to kind of drop away, like he doesn't puff up so much, if you know what I mean. Mr. Northy's cop sounds pretty bad. You can hear it, I know. He's still receptive, but he feels betrayed. So he's kind of he's done. But, you know, Trump, he's still like, well, we could have a deal. However, there is no deal. The Ace of Pentacles is in reverse around it. There is no deal. Like, we're about to hit a boundary with the death card, where everything, that line in the sand that Xi Jinping has drawn, it's going to get more intense. The Nine of Wands there. Boundaries. And the Temperance card there. Like Macron's, like things aren't going to come together. Things are going to be like, I don't know how, and I don't want to be disrespectful to America or Britain or anything. I'm trying to read these like really objectively because I'm British, and I'm like, I'm a big, like, I like America. You know what I mean? I like America. I like Canada. I like Australia. I like everywhere. And I think they're going to get one over on us, and somehow Macron's going to make a boob that's going to let it. I don't know why that seems oddly specific, but that is. The death card for Trump doesn't mean death. I know there's been a lot of rumors about him being ill, but like, it's the same with the king. Like, you know, these dudes, they're like pushing 80, and the average life expectancy for man in the West is about 80. So, like, you know, it's a pretty easy internet rumor to start. No, I wouldn't trust Macron. Okay, let me do Graham Linahan. I'll do a quick one. Yeah, Trump's in for a shock. I'll do. Biden was pushing 123. Oh, you've been kind there. Yeah, Biden's got. I thought. Can you remember when I predicted that there was going to be a big funeral after Trump got into power, and it was the other dude? Oh, the dude, the dude before Reagan. What's he called? I want to say Tommy Cooper, but it's not. I forget his name. I've really forgotten his name. What's he called? Carter. Thank you. I don't know why. Brain's not working. Okay. Mr. Linahan. He's had his life ruined. His family, his wife, his marriage is gone. His career's gone. He's like, you know, Jimmy Carter. Thank you, Never Whistle at Night, Prince Edward Tender Carter Jr. Yeah. See, I thought it would be Biden because I saw a funeral. I didn't see necessarily who it was going to be because, but I saw a funeral, and yeah. But we're right about Biden's health. What? Really? Stephanie, no way. Okay, let's have a look. I'll just do a conversational spread. Graham Linahan, 9 of Swords, stress. I get that. I think his court date's coming up. The Emperor, they're going to make an example of him. And Judgment, they're really going to try and make an example of him. Let's see what else we've got. The Magician, the 5 of Swords in reverse. I think he's going to get out of it. And the King of Pentacles. They're going to try and make an example of him, a big example of him, but he's going to get out of it. someone's going to fix it for him. Someone's going to come in and bring things together and fix it for him. That's of the King of Pentacles. He could actually, yeah. This is actually going to make him, I know this sounds weird, this is actually going to make him more famous. This is going to make him more notorious. This is going to make his star shine brighter, and this is going to be quite healing for him. This whole process that he's going to go through is going to be completely different for him. Now, whether you agree with him or you don't agree with him, he is about to be made an example of by the state. They think they've got him banged to rights as well, but he is going to get out of it. There is something here that is being overlooked. And he's about to have somebody with big money, like big money. This mightn't be a man, it might be a woman, but big money is going to come out and support this guy. Like big, it could be Elon. It could be J.K. Rowling, but somebody with a lot of cash is going to come out and support this guy. This is Graham Lynn. This is Graham. But whatever it is, his life will turn around after this process for him. But they're going to try and put him through it. But they're not going to get him. They're trying to make an example of him. I think you might be right there, Catherine. So do you like my new cards? That was really depressing. Do you like my new cards? Yeah, he's going to be all right. He's going to be all right. It might get a little bit touchy because we have got the Emperor there. But eventually he is going to be like, this will turn around to like a defining moment of his life. Probably not one that he wanted or expected, but it is going to turn around to be a defining moment of his life. He's probably going to become more, I don't know how famous he is outside of like the UK and where Father Ted is popular. Like, I think Father Ted, like in Australia and places like that, have got very similar senses of humor. I don't know if it's like big in the US or anything, but yeah, it's going to be a while, but there's big money behind him. There's going to be a complete reinvention of this man. Yeah, Paula, he's got man flu. He's probably got COVID. He won't take paracetamol. He's not going to take a Miss Rona test. You know what I mean? I'm like, ah. But it does mean, unfortunately, with him having a cold, he can't go in and see his mum, who's in hospital at the minute. And I'm guessing that's where he's picked up this thing as well. So, yeah. God, we're always ill on this side of YouTube, aren't we? Right, there is a good reading. There is a new Harry and Meghan reading coming out at 10:30 tonight. Paula, I promise you, I'm going to look into Harry's visit to the UK and the links with His Majesty and all of that kind of stuff. And I will record that for you and I'll get that up for you tomorrow night. That'll be tomorrow's reading. Or maybe I'll do 2 readings tomorrow. I don't know. But like that'll be up tomorrow for you. I started with no test. Yeah. He is completely, yeah. He'll just have a whiskey, and if I force him to, he'll have a paracetamol. So thank you very much for all being here. Thank you for joining this live stream, even though we're talking about politics. Thanks for all behaving and fearing Mickey's and Trudy's wrenches. We will be back for some, what day is it? Wednesday. We'll be back for some more lives later in the week, and there's more videos coming up, so keep an eye out for the video that's coming up in about an hour. And love you lots, guys, and I will see you soon. You go back to sleep, darling. Thanks very much, everyone. Take care. Lots of love. Bye, guys. Bye, everyone. Bye.